All right, so some of us anyway got to warm up in those little feet and ankles. So let's begin. Feet, 4 fingers. And we're going to get into this dance. You ready? So bending those knees. Tailbone drops. Lifting the ribs. Let's hunch. Good. Think shoulders back. Then draw the shoulder blades down to keep the girls up. Shifting back. Good work. Thinking about, I'm going to take my heels out and do the heels in a little bit. I really like that. Squeeze the glutes just a tad. Hand away in that strong mitten. Thumb straight up to the sky. Make sure you haven't turned it back. Thumb straight up. Thumb straight up. Beautiful. Now give me a bear claw. And instead of turning it back right now, just bend right to here and shift back. So your thumbs are up, your knuckles are back. Good. Let's do a few claps in this position. Fingertip touch back. 2 back. Really feel the stretch across the pecs. 3 back. 4 back. Good work. Now turn the thumbs back. Feel the shoulders roll back. Now I notice sometimes when I do that, I start to lean back. So if you did too, come forward and let's do 4 again. Fingertip touch back. Fingertip touch back. And back. And back. Yes, stretching those mittens. Let's take them to the top. Everybody does it with me. Take it on down. Press with the chest, elbows back, thighs out, come on over. And right here, I want you to think, shoulder blades slide down, then squeeze those shoulder blades in towards the spine. Knees are out. We're going to try to straighten this leg. No, I'm not going to lift the heel today. You can if that feels good. But what I am doing is I'm going to really try to turn that leg out. The other knee is out. I'm on the side of my foot and then bend them both. Push and lift your chest, elbows up. Let's go to the other side. Edge of foot. You're really turning the thigh out in that hip and bend. Good work. How about a little faster? Press and lift the chest. Elbows are back. Really engage the upper back. You ready? Straighten and bend. And straighten it and bend. Good work. Shifting back. Palm about mid-thigh. I want you to push down. Curl, the legs will bend a little bit. And one thing I have not mentioned is you don't want to be using your glutes. This is all belly and back. So see if you cannot feel those glutes. Slide the hands down so your fingers are around your kneecap. Chin is tucked, pull up and tug. Ooh, really feel that lower back tuck under, get a good stretch there. Now release it, mitten hand, curl up. Hunch the shoulders way up, you're looking down. Then release the shoulders, palms middle of the leg, pull up on the skin, arch, lead with the chest, come on down, elbows forward. Beautiful, shift back, look down, push down and curl. Good, no glutes, only belly and back, bend a little deeper, slide down, grab onto that kneecap, chin tucked. Pull up, tug, release, hunch, release the hunch, press in, pull up, and arch it down again. Beautiful. Shift back, look down. Here's the last one. We're going to dive when we go up. Push down, curl. Really curl that lower back, pushing, tucking the chin, sliding down, grabbing on. Pull up, tug, release, mitten hand, hunch. Now keep the bend, keep that nice curl at the back, release the shoulders, jazz the fingers there, spread them wide, and slowly reach those arms out. You're looking down, shifting back, thighs are out, whoop the thumbs. Now from here, bring your fingertips to the ceiling and press the palms forward. Now take all your fingers towards each other. Just reach, bending deeper, release. Put the palms right back on the middle of the thighs. Push up and arch. Good work. Now from here, you're sliding up there, push in and take those elbows and pull them in close to your body. So you're pushing in, pulling up against the skin, elbows are in, thigh bones are out. Just look up at me. I'm shaking and sweating. If you are, drop your head. Look up at me. Drop your head. Now drop the tail a little bit lower if you can. Woo, I'm shaking. Now push into the leg. Let's start to curl up. Come all the way up until your arms are straight, you're tucked under. Now, release the hands, flip your palms so they're facing front. We're going to reach out and squat. So reach out, shift back a little bit like you're squatting. You're looking down. Use your shoulders to pull the pinkies back. Drop down so your pinkies are about the bottom of your calf. Relax your head. And now use those shoulders to start to roll up. As the pinky draws a line all the way up the side of your leg, your elbows go back. Once they're there, push in, tuck and lift. Now hold right there. Take those thumbs and really take them to the sides. Very good. Inhale, hunch as high as you can. The fingers on the side of your shirt so the elbows are back. Now slide it down. Pinkies are right touching your sides. Hand away in a mitten. Hand away in a mitten. Stretch it up tall, tuck the chin, bend those legs. Let's flick and flick and flick and flick. Little lift, lift, lift. Really use those lats. Look at us. Nobody's rolling around. Inhale, hunch. So nice. Anybody else want to take their jacket off if they have it on? Woo, I'm sweating. Nice work, you guys. Beautiful. All right, we're going to go right into some arm pumps. Bending those knees. Tail is down. Girls are up, shifting back thighs. Intertwine those fingers however you need to do it. Now, I'm going to take my shoulders. I'm going to hunch them up. I'm going to feel the shoulders roll back. Shoulder blades slide down. Chin is tucked. I'm going to bend my elbows, press in. And I'm going to try to pull my hands apart and really squeeze those elbows. You ready? Let's lift, touch. Lift and touch. 2 and touch. 3 and touch. Beautiful. 4 and touch. You guys look great. Press in, lift up again. Inhale. We're going to drop the chin. Exhale, drop your chin. Good. This is a great place too to shift back. Make sure your knees are bent, thighs are out, and roll that head to one side. Ribs up again. Pulling, trying to create resistance with the hands. And then let that head go down and over to the other side. Press and lift the chest. Beautiful. Let's take it back down. Draw the chin back. Lift from the top of the head. Squeeze between those shoulder blades. You ready? We're lift touching. Lift touch. 2 touch. 3 touch. 4 touch. Good work. Let's shake it out. Woo! Yeah. Good. Now we're going to go back in with the tilt, and the look. When you go to one side, try to take the opposite leg and press the opposite way. Just see if you can get a little bit more range of motion out of it. So just making sure your body's back in that good alignment. We'll intertwine, pull the ribs. Good work. Shoulders down. Make sure those shoulders are down. Squeeze those elbows. Tuck the chin first. So really feel like somebody's pulling you up from the top back of your head and up and over. Good work. You can lift the chin a little if that feels good there. And really feel like you're melting those shoulders down. So you get that beautiful stretch. So nice, you guys. Now, tuck it and lift straight up and over to the other side. Can't tell if you can see me. I can, Lauren. You're right in front of me. And lift it up and back up. Good work. All right, you ready? Looking over one shoulder. Take the opposite knee. Just gently. When I say knee, it's like thigh. Just kind of pull it that way. Do you get even more out of it? And then the other way. Squeeze between the shoulder blades. Opposite knee. And straight ahead. All right, you guys ready? We're going to untuck. Shoulders down, elbows are squeezing, thigh bones are out. All right, here we go. We're lift touching, lift touch. Remember, it's shoulder to elbow, not lower arm. Lift touch. How about one more time? Lift touch, and you'll be so happy to let it go and fly. Let it go and fly. Yes, very good. 2 more. Last one now. Hands here. Tuck, curl, flip, reach out in a squat. Bring it back in, pinky, and roll it all the way up. We wouldn't want you to just end there. You got to do it with the whole thing. So good, so good. Let's kick. Hand away. Yes, flick it, flick. One more time, flick. Let's lift. Really feel that activation. We're curling and hunching. Keep the knees bent and out though when you curl, hunch. Let it go. Who's ready for a little side stretch? So little bend to that foot, little angle. Come on over. We're going to do reach scoot now. So arm behind that elbow. Good work. You ready? Tilt the head, tilt the body, stretch that arm. Other shoulders going down. So remember, we're doing this. So I want you to reach, flipping that top hand away, down, up, up, up. I'm going to keep this leg here as I just shift over in the weight. Nice. Keeping those shoulders level, tilt the head, stretch up. Beautiful. Everybody check this shoulder, bring it forward because I can tell just about everybody's going the wrong way. Reach, 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 flip. Take it down and up. All right, we're going right on over. You ready? Shoulder forward. Let's go. It's reach. Flip up and over to the other side. And reach. Let the head drop. Flip up and over. Reach. Getting space from rib to hip. Flip that top arm. Reach and over. And here we go. Last one. Flip up and over, pause right here, lift over, arm over. We're going right into, you got it, ribs up, some jazz twist, front knee bent. You ready? Take that back shoulder, pause. And once you're there, pause for a second and kind of stretch even more. Hunch that front shoulder. You ready? 1, 2, 3, ribs up when you come back. Nice, let's go again. Punch it all the way out, pull it back. Let's punch it out and punch it back. Ready? Let's go. Out, back. Punch it out, pull it back. Punch it out, pull it back. One more time. Punch it out, pull it back. Now, punch it out, pause. Take it down. Come back to the center. Good work. Maybe some little heel lifts. And then we're going to lift. You ready? Keep the arm up a little higher than you think you should. Big bear claw. And pull it back. First two are slow. You ready? Push, pull, pause there, and really turn even more. Woo! 1, 2, 3. Hips up when you bring it back. Tilt under. Let's try it one more time slow. Inhale, exhale, turn. Whoa! All the way back. We're punching and pulling. Ready? Punch, pull. 2, back. 3, back. No leaning, no leaning, no leaning. Shoulders. No leaning. Good work. Last one. Punch back. Punch it out. Pull it down. Bring it on back. I know we don't even know we're leaning forward, do we? But we are. All right. We're off to some lunges, girls. So this we haven't done yet. So we're going to start with what I call a side lunge. So just follow along. One foot is perfectly forward. So it's facing forward. This one I have my heel to my instep. I'm making like a T. I'm going to step that out and then just look real quick. You want the middle of that heel to about the middle of that instep. So just pause and make sure that you're in a good alignment. Now, hips. If I don't turn my hips right now, I like to call the hips the light bulbs. So if you have light bulbs on your hips, where is your light pointing to? Is it at an angle or is the light pointing straight ahead? You want both light bulbs pointing straight ahead as much as possible. Now, most of us are pretty tight in our hips. So it's really hard to get there with knees back. So come in a little more narrow. Just do the best you can. Now, I like to describe these as one-sided pliés. So you know when we do pliés, both of those are tails down, both of our thigh bones are pressing back, right? So you want to have that same thought when you do this. Tail is down. Think about both thigh bones are pressing back. Right there, you almost don't have to move, right? Notice I'm going to start with my knee over my ankle. Now that bent leg side, I want you to take that arm out and bring it across your rib cage or to wherever you can. If you're large or busted, you just get yourself there. Why? Because you want that shoulder in front of that knee. And then the other hand is down low on your hip. You're thinking ribs up. Yes, very nice. So make sure that that torso is straight up. You're not leaning. And now here's the only movement. You're going to bend the bent leg just down a little bit, never past the toes. So you're going to start to feel that you're opening here. Tuck tail, ribs up. Now straighten that leg and think about pressing it back, 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 back. Keep a slight bend. Don't lock it back, slight bend. Tighten both of them and take it both back down. Very good. Tuck. You keep your hands there. This is a visual. I want you to think tail over, pressing back, ribs are up, and you're straightening it back. Good. Pause there. You should feel a lot of activation in here and take it back down again. Down. Good. Tuck, turn out and up. Now, if your knee is hurting, this is what you're going to do. You're going to take your torso and you're going, only if the knee is hurting, you're going to lean away from the bent leg and you're going to come down, tuck and straighten. Why? Because all of this is a weight. So if you're pressing away from that knee, there's no weight on that knee. But straight back up. If not, give me just one more, you guys. Pause right there. I want you to think tuck, turn out. Good. Lift the girls and straighten, 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 straighten. Slight bend. Now we're going to change it up. I want you to do a little bend. Take both hands on that bent leg. I want you to put all your weight into that leg, knee out to the little toe, so that you can take the back, lift your back heel, pivot so that the back heel is facing straight back. You may need to move those toes. And from here, I want you to drop that back heel straight down, straighten behind that knee as much as you can. Your weight is still on that front knee to little toe. I want you to lift the back heel, press yourself forward and back, and really reach through that back knee down into the heel. This is a calf stretch and straight back. Push it forward. All your weight's on that front leg. So you're supporting yourself as you do this. Push forward and back. Just give me one more. Push forward and back. Good. Now, get yourself stable there. Start to climb your upper body up off that front. Both hip ball lights are facing front, so you may need to take that back hip forward. Tuck under. Good. Palms are going to be up to the ceiling, and they're right next to you and open. Now, most of us can just go right to here. This movement is an up and a down lunge. So you're going to go up. You're going to lift your back heel, front leg bends, straightens. I'm moving around because I'm looking to the side, so look straight ahead. And then just drop that back heel, rebend the front knee. So it's an up and a down, a straight up and a down, a straight up and a down. Now, for most of us, we're good here, but if you want a little bit more, you can wiggle that back leg back further. You don't have to. Okay, all the way up, all the way down. You'll get a really big stretch on that hip and the lower leg. One more time, up and down. Now, your weight's back on the front. You're going to bring the back foot halfway and the front foot in to meet it. So shift your weight forward, bring that back foot up, the other leg back. This is how we protect ourselves. Knees are out. And climb your, let's curl under. Let's tuck, curl. Good, pull up and arch. Tuck, curl, pause, flip, jazz, and roll it on up. Big shoulder rolls. And let's go to the other side. I'm going to grab a little water. I'm getting dry. Give me a thumbs up. How was that? Could you feel that? Did you feel a nice opening in your hips? Very good. Thanks, girls. All right, so this foot is forward, heel to instep, taking that nice step out and checking that the alignment is the same. Hips. See this, especially on this side, my hip is really tight. So can you see how my hip lights are going at a diagonal? So if I do this, and if your hip lights are doing that, just go back and forth and you'll notice you don't feel anything. You're not getting cramp, right? No, there's no turnout. So that's why that doesn't work. So instead, you need to get the hip lights forward and bend that knee. Now, think about tail down. Just think about thigh bones pressing back with the hip bones here. So shoulders are straight to the front, hips are straight to the front. Your thighs are turned out. Do you feel that activation in here? Yes, excellent. Okay, now bent leg, arm across. Other hand is here. We'll do some other arms in another time, but right now, this was the original. So you don't have to overdo it here. It's just that the reason that the arm is here, go ahead and go into a bend, pause there, is because what most of us tend to do is this, because that you don't feel. So you want to really think about keeping those shoulders square. Now tuck, and I want you to think turn out, turn out, turn out, turn out, turn out both thigh bones as you come up. Keep a slight bend. Why? I'll show you why. Straighten it all the way. You lose it, don't you? As soon as you straighten and lock that knee back, you lose the activation. That's why you want to keep a slight bend in that leg. All right, you're ready. Let's go down again. Take it down, tuck under, tuck, turn out. Turn out, keep the hips forward, keep the shoulder up, ribs are up, slight bend, Renee straightened hers, and take it back down again. Good, tuck, turn out on both, press through the front heel. Good, again, if that knee hurts, what do? We lean away from the knee. Good, so only if the knee hurts, move away from the knee. Jeannie, I'm feeling like I'm seeing you lean in towards the knee a little bit. Could be my angle. Yes, you. Could be my angle, but just watch that you're not leaning into the knee. So just really straight, show it. That looks better. Lean away from it just a tad. Just a little, yeah. Just see how that is. Now, hold right there. Tuck, turn out, and you'll just notice. Good work, you guys. How about one more? Taking it down. Beautiful. Tuck, turn out, and press, 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 and then do a little bend. Very nice. Both hands on this front leg. Now, really let all your weight fall into that front leg. Then you're going to take the back heel. You're going to lift it, and you're going to pivot because we want both hips straight ahead. You can always move that leg out to the side a little bit too. Now, hold your weight here because we're going forward and back. So if that back heel is lifted, you're forward, then shift back, drop the back heel down, and you can either feel like press through that back heel or through the back of the knee. Then push forward and all the way back. Push forward. This is great for cankles, for edema, for heavier calves, and just for stretching out. It's a nice one, isn't it? Push forward. And drop it back. Now I'm going to hold there on the drop back, and I'm going to use the weight on my front leg. I'm going to climb my torso up so my shoulder and hips in alignment. Palms are to the ceiling, and I'm going to open out and twist those thumbs back. So again, just be right here to start. We're going to go straight up. So you're going to lift the back heel, front leg straightens, and even think here, tilt out. So you're still tucked, and you can almost think to kind of turn out at the hip. If you can't get that, don't worry about it. And then drop the back one straight down, rebend the front, need a little toe. So you're going to bring it all the way up. You're going to go straight back down. Ideally, you want to keep that back heel in straight alignment or out to the outside. It's going to want to turn to the center. Try not to let it. Let's do a few more. Come straight up. And down again. If you want more, not feeling enough, you can wiggle that back leg down. That'll give you a really big stretch, a really big shoe, and down. How about one more? You guys ready? Take it up. And yes, this is balance. And back down. Now, weight on the front. Take the back foot halfway in, front all the way to meet it. Hands on both. Press down. Curl the tailbone. Let's pull up. Pull up and arch, push down and curl, And once those arms are straight, release foot, jazz, and roll it all the way up. Big shoulder rolls. All right, so in the workout, lunges always come before balance. Why? Because we exhaust the legs. Now we're going to have to use core for balance. So here's what we're going to do. Let's start with palm up to the ceiling. Other hand is low on the hip. Now, why is the palm to the ceiling? Just feel it. If you drop your palm down, the shoulder joint rolls in a little bit. If it's up, you roll the shoulder back. You can stretch it out. Hand here. Now, the hand that's on the hip, that's the leg we're going to start to move, but the stander needs to be at least slightly bent. Do not lock it back. Bend that knee or soften it. Other hand here. Now, on this foot, I want you to think, you can think flex, but I think heel down, toes up. It's a different focus. Heel down, toes up, and then turn the toes in towards the other leg. You're really pigeoning. Beautiful. Now, just lift that foot up off the ground so all your weight's on the stander, keeping the knees bent. Think tuck under. Keeping those toes straight ahead or turned, hip is down. How high can you lift the leg without lifting the hip? Use the hand to press that hip down. Toes are forward, not lifted. And then bring it in. You can shift your weight for a minute. I know this is intense. Everybody lift their arm up a little bit higher too. Everybody's hands like this. You want it right up from the shoulder. Shift back over. Standing knee bent. Heel down, toe up, pigeon. All right, I'm going to go a little faster. You ready? Take it out, toe forward and down. And 2 and down. Ribs up. 3 and down. Toes are forward. That's 4 and down. And 5 and down. How about just one more? 6 and down. Now shift, shake it out. That's a lot on that standing leg, by the way. This is also really good for bone growth because you're holding all your weight on that side, other side. Now, we're going to go into the second part of this, pressing down, which is leg is right here in front. Give me a flexed foot with a lift. So standing leg is slightly bent, tailbone is down, arm is out. You're just lifting and flexing. You're going to take that leg down, turn the toes in, lift it out, and bring it back. Good. How about one more slow? Lift, down, turn your toes out, and back. Good. In, down, toes out, and down. And lift, down, out, and back. How about one more? Lift. This looks so easy, doesn't it? But as you can see, it's challenging. Shake out that standing leg. Oh, nice work. Let's go to the other side. You ready? Thumbs up. Other hand here, press. Good. Your weight's going to be here. Keep that leg slightly bent. On this one, heel down, toe up. Pigeon it. So really turn that full thigh bone in. If you're not sure, take the hand and rotate it. Yes, keeping the hip down. So when you lift, you want to feel that all in here in your side saddles and bring it back in. And lift and bring it back in. Now shift, bring your weight back. Here's, drop your arm for a second, shoulder roll. So here's something I am seeing a little bit, and if that's the best you can do, it's perfect, but I just want to point it out. If you lean, you're not going to work as much here. And that's what the body wants to do because it's intense. So just do the best you can. Keep your weight there. Heel down, toe up, pigeon. Even if you can just be like right here. Perfect, you guys. That looks good. Now just keeping that hand there to keep the hip down. Just lift the leg and bring it back. Oh, so nice. Take it out. Bring it back. How about just one more? Take it out, keeping those toes forward. They want to do that, but you want to keep them here and shake it out. We're going to go to the second part. Very nice. Palm up and out. Standing leg is bent. Good. Just bring this leg just like you're going to do with hoe downs with a lift, but a flexed foot. Good. Tail is down. Reach the arm up, thumb back. Good. So you're going to go down and then you're pigeoning that foot out and back. Take it up and down and out and back. Beautiful. Up and down. Standing knee is bent. How about one more? Up and down and out and up. Oh, shake it out, kick it side to side. Just for a minute. Get it kicking out. Woo, our time is already up. You're kidding. Bring those feet in. You're probably like, thank goodness. Hand away, stretch it up tall, tailbone, little flicks, flick it. Flick, really flick it out, flick it, flick it. How about one more flick before we lift, 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 lift. Good work. And we're gonna curl hunch. And beautiful. So we're gonna end with some hoe downs. Now we've already done quite a bit in here, but I was thinking, let's try this one tonight. So it's the same hoe down. We're gonna go 4 front, 4 side. The only difference is instead of having both arms out, this arm is actually forward. And every time you lift, I want you to just do this, ribs up. Can you see what I'm doing? Let me come forward a little bit. So I'm just like, and Can you do it? And interesting, right? It looks easy, but it's really helping you activate. So just do your best with it. The leg that lifts is opposite to the arm that's in front. So if you're not sure what I'm doing, because it's challenging for me to figure that out. All right, let's just try it. Let's lift for 4. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Side 1, 2, 3, 4s again. Front 2, 3, 4. Side 1, 2, 3, 4. How about a little faster so we don't all die? 2s. You ready? Front 4, 2. Side 4, 2s again. It's front 4, 2. Side 4, 2. And singles. Front and side. 2 and side. 3 and side. And 4 and side. Woo! Give me a thumbs up. Who's feeling that in their hips? Yeah, I know. Me too. Okay, other side. All right, let me see. Where am I? So opposite arm in front. Ribs up. You're ready. Let's go for 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 to the side. 2, 3, and 4s again. It's front. 2, 3, 4 to the side. 2, 3, 4. 2 counts. Front. 4, 2, and side. 4, 2, and front. 4, 2. Put the toes for 2 and singles. Front and side. 2 and side. 3 and side. 4 and side. Oh, no, I'm not going to have you do a second set. But don't you just want to stretch out in those hips? So I'm going to give you a really nice stretch for this. We're done. By the way, all the hard stuff's done. I happen to love this stretch for that. It is a kneeling stretch. So I'm going to get down on my knees. You can always put an extra towel here for your knees. I'm going to go to the side. So you're kind of kneeling on one. This knee is here to the little toe. And you can put your hands on either side of that front leg or in the inside. And just let that back leg go back a little bit till you get that nice stretch on that back hip flexor. If you have a really hard time with balance, you can have a chair there. Put the hand here. You can use it with a chair here. But just allowing yourself, the more you can get that upper body up, to get that big stretch in here. I find that feels good. Is that a nice stretch, you guys? I love this one because you can really just kind of hang here for a minute or two and just allow the opening in that hip. Kind of like what we did with that stretch on that one lunge. Good. Now you can even put your hands down now. If you want, shift back. You can flex the front foot. The hip goes back. Now you get a nice stretch on the front hamstring, which is always good. And as you're back here, notice you want to ideally on the back, keep the ankle and the knee in a straight line. Notice how the lower leg of the back really wants to come to the center of the body. Keep it right there and you'll get a better stretch. And then just come up forward one more time and a bit of a forward lunge. Good. And then come back midway, put your hand on the inside, draw that leg in, and allow the other leg to come out, supporting yourself as you do it. Good. And get that good stretch on that hip flexor. So for some of us, we really feel it in the sides after all those. And that's where that beautiful hip rotator stretch or somatic release that I shared with you can come into play and go back. But for me, after doing a lot of these, I'm feeling it in my hip flexors. So how many of you sat today, right? So hip flexor stretches are always welcome. Good work. And I'm just going to shift back one more time and put my hands on the inside. Woo! And I'm going to stop the recording and let you guys continue to stretch it out. Oh, yeah, that feels better. I was dying there for a while.